Benedicto Reyes Cabrera, better known as BenCab, is a Filipino painter and was awarded National Artist of the Philippines for Visual Arts in 2006. He has been noted as arguably the best-selling painter of his generation of Filipino artists. Early life and education: BenCab was born to Benedicto Cabrera and Isabel Reyes in Malabon, Philippines on August 27, 1942. He was the youngest of 9 children. BenCab's first exposure and discovery of the arts happened through his elder brother Salvador, who was already an established artist during BenCab's childhood. He went on to study at the University of the Philippines, where he explored different art visual forms, photography, draftsmanship, printmaking, while honing his chosen craft as a painter. He received his bachelor's degree in fine arts in 1963. Family and European career: BenCab met British journalist Caroline Kennedy in Manila in 1968, and married her in London in 1969. The couple decided to stay in London. They have 3 children. The eldest, Ilza, was born in 1971 and is now a film and web series producer, married to award-winning playwright and web series writer, Lisa Gifford, based in London. Their middle child, Maymay, was born in Manila in 1973 and became a successful model both in London and Los Angeles. She currently lives in Los Angeles with her partner, John A. Fries, and their 2 children, Ronan and Ian. Their youngest, Jasmine, was born in 1977 and currently lives and works with BenCab at the BenCab Museum in Baguio. BenCab's first years as a painter in London were not particularly easy, but his talents were immediately recognized. Over the next 4 decades, he established for himself a name of international importance, holding exhibitions from London to New York to Macau, and winning several major art awards in a career spanning 4 decades. When BenCab returned to the Philippines in 1972, he was hailed as a Filipino pioneer of the arts and a significant influence among his peers. However, he returned to London once more in 1974, partly to get away from the tightening grip of martial law, which Ferdinand Marcos had declared in 1972. That event is said to have marked the beginning of BenCab's passionate involvement with social commentary and the topics of repression and freedom. His La Ronde series developed out of his nostalgia for the Philippines. He and Caroline used to scour local flea markets all over Europe looking for early maps and prints of the Philippines. This collection became the basis for his La Ronde series. In 1985, however, BenCab's 16-year marriage with Kennedy ended in divorce, and he eventually decided to come home to the Philippines. The Baguio years: BenCab eventually returned to the Philippines, and settled in the city of Baguio in northern Luzon, eventually putting up a studio and a secluded little farm on the Scene Road, in the nearby town of Tuba, Benguet. He and a small group of fellow artists, visual artist Santiago Bose, filmmaker Kitlaut Chimeek, and sculptor Benher Villanueva, among others, established the Baguio Arts Guild. It was during this period in his career that BenCab began to more deeply explore the use handmade paper as a medium on which to work. When the 1990 Luzon earthquake struck, BenCab and the BAG helped out by instituting programs such as the Art Aid Workshop for Traumatized Children, and a fundraising art auction they titled Artquake. BenCab was elected president of the Guild the following year. Later in the 1990s, BenCab's input was a critical element in the creation of Tamarin Village, a refuge for local artists who desire a nurturing environment in which to develop their talents, and a community for all those who wish to take part in the harmonious fusion of art, culture, environment, and history. BenCab also exhibited considerably during the last decade of the millennium, also reaping many accolades. Among the most prominent of the many awards received by BenCab during this period was the Gawad CCP Parazar Sining in 1992. National Artist and Recent Awards: in 2006, the Philippine government conferred upon him the Order of National Artist for Visual Arts. In 2009, the University of the Philippines conferred upon him an honorary Doctor of Humanities degree. Published collections of works: 4 books covering BenCab's works have been released: BenCab Era, Etchings by Sid Reyes. BenCab Euro unregistered trademark S-Rock Sessions by Eric Carancho. BenCab by Alfred Uzon and Sid Reyes. And BenCab, Nude Drawings by Alfred Uzon. References